Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video, which is going to be another makeup tutorial. I will be trying some new goodies that I got that I showed you guys in my previous video, like the palette, the Tempting Trendbeauty palette. That's what I did this makeup look with. I will be trying these new Cara Beauty liquid eyeshadows, trying this color, which is Thirst, the Cinema Secrets setting powder, a new highlight and contour palette from Profusion that I bought from Target, a new highlighter from Wetnwild, actually two of the new highlighters from Wetnwild I will be trying out. So yeah, if you want to see how I did this makeup look, if it'll focus on my face, there we go. If you would like to see how I did this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Alright, let's get right into the eye makeup tutorial. We are going to be doing this look. I really like it. It's like a 3-color gradient look. Not too crazy. I mean, who am I kidding? A lot of people think my looks are crazy. I think they're just like normal. So first off, I'm going to be applying one of these little elf tapes. I like to cut them in half. Or this is kind of not half, but you get the deal. I like to cut them in half just because from one you can get the use for both eyes. I'm going to be taking my P. Louise base, and this is in Rumor 1. Oh, I think this is the second lightest shade. And you can see the shade right there. So I'm going to be taking this palette, the Tempting palette. If you haven't seen my last video where I unboxed some PR makeup, I will link it down below, or you just can check out my previous video. But Trendbeauty sent me some of their palettes, and I want to do a look with this one today. I was actually wearing this palette on my eyes in that video. It's a different look, but today I wanted to do something a little different. So I'm going to start off with the shade Allure, which is this kind of like a nude peachy shade. It's not light enough to be used as like a brow bone color. It's more like a transition shade for me.
Next level.
Now I'm going to take the color Law of Attraction, which is this one right here. It's a really pretty bright orange shade, and I'm going to apply that on my crease as well. Please ignore Bob right here. Super ugly. Doesn't want to go away. Now I'm going to start taking this color right here, which is called Seductive, this really pretty like reddish brown, and I'm going to be taking a smaller, more dense brush, not so fluffy, and it is a blending brush. This is a Luxie mini tapered brush, and this is 121, and I'm just going to take that color. I feel like when you want to be precise and have a precise application in a certain area, you take a brush like this because it's much easier to control how much product you're applying. Since I only want to go in little by little, I am going to take this small brush, and I'm going to start taking this color on the end where that tape starts, and I'm going to be pulling it in so we can start creating that gradient look. And I'm going to continue to pack on that color, but little by little, because I don't want to have a super pigmented initial application. I rather go in and build it up as I go and add 2 different colors to build up that darkness at the end. I feel like I always tell you guys, like, the most important step in a makeup look is your blending. Once you get your blending down to where you're really comfortable with your blend, then you can start trying different kinds of looks. I would always be like, oh, I don't know how to, you know, do like a cut crease makeup. But once I felt really comfortable with my blend and I made sure that, you know, my blending was okay, I started trying out different makeup looks. And I've been very surprised lately with the makeup looks that I've been doing, because they definitely look differently in my head, and when I execute them, they look a lot better than what I like expected for myself. So I've been like improving and, you know, practicing a lot of different techniques, and I like to have different makeup looks for you guys.
I forgot my kitty ears. That's what I was wearing.
So I'm going to start adding a little bit of this color. It's called Lust, and it's just a pinch to start deepening it a little bit, but just a tiny bit, because we will be coming back to this specific area.
Next level.
Now that I have that, I'm going to go in with the color Provoke, which is this one right here. And this is kind of like a shimmery orange. It's really pretty. It does have some shimmer, which I didn't notice until like I finished the makeup look, but that's okay. It still looks beautiful, and it's like a shimmer in between two mattes, so it's perfect. And I'm going to take the Profusion brush that came in my Profusion palette. I've actually been really liking this brush, so I continue to use it. And I'm going to take that color and I'm going to apply it right to the center, and then I'm going to sweep this back and forth, pulling the color this way so that I can blend it into that brown shade that we applied. And I will also be blending it in circular motion and keep applying a little bit more color, just little by little. My thing is always applying less as I'm going, so baby steps rather than going in with full pigment. I still haven't got that technique, because I've seen a lot of people like they apply the full pigment. One person that I specifically watch a lot is Nikki Tutorials when she's doing her eye makeup, and I just see how she applies like that full pigmented color, like especially those matte shades, and then she blends it out so beautifully.
Like goals.
I want to get to that type of blending, because if I was to do that, I feel like I would have a hot ass mess look. But we're going to practice and we're going to get it down. Now I'm going to take the color Fire, which is this fire ass yellow color right here, and I'm going to pack it on with a flat brush. Now the reason I didn't do my like face makeup today is because this palette does have fallout, which there's nothing wrong with palettes that have fallout. Now it's not like super crazy, but it is, you know, noticeable. So for colors that have a lot of fallout, I like to use brushes like this, especially if I'm going to be packing on the color, because the color that, you know, falls out will stay on this brush, because it's kind of like a packing brush. And let me show you guys, just so you guys can get so you can see it does have some fallout, and it did get a lot of color on here, which is a reason why I like to use this brush, because we're going to pack it on the lid. I'm not going to blend it right away, so that we can get the initial pigment like stuck on the eye. You can see that right there. And once I applied the initial color, I'm just going to pull it the same way we did the other shades. It doesn't matter if it overlaps on the orange. We will go back and intensify that color, but for now we just want to do that blending and packing on the shade to the lid. Now I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm going to blend the brow bone portion of the whole look. As you can see, it is very, like, you can see a line, so I'm going to start softly, little circular strokes, but very softly. Like, I'm not putting a lot of pressure. My brush is like barely touching my eyelid. Splash Architect liner, and that's what I'm going to be applying. You can do it as thick or as thin as you want. Remember, the tape will serve as a guideline. I also like these little elf tapes. I mean, you can use tape as well, but I decided to try these and I really like them, especially if you're a beginner in liner and you still can't get a crisp line at the end. These will help get like a perfect crisp line, which is another reason I find these to be super useful. And they were only $2 for the pack, and you can now get them at Target, like you can get them in store. And I should not be talking and applying liner. Now I'm going to apply my lashes. The lashes I will be using are the style, are from KMoni Beauty, and the lashes are 001. And here's the other one. Looks like this. And then I will be doing that little pop of gold liner, which I felt like brought the whole look together and added a little extra pizzazz to the look. And this is the Cara Beauty Galaxy Balm Liquid Eyeshadow in the color Thirst. And this color is literally everything. So I'll be doing that, and I will be right back so we can get on with the face. Moving on to my face makeup, I will be applying my primer, which is the Benefit Professional. And for foundation, I will be using the CoverGirl Full Spectrum Matte Ambition Foundation, which looks like this. And I have mine in the shade Light Neutral, and I will be applying that with my Juno & Co sponge. And I will also be using my e.l.f. 16-Hour Wear Camo Concealer, and I have mine in the shade Light Beige. Now for my setting powder, I'm going to be using this Cinema Secrets Ultra Lucent Setting Powder, and this is a colorless, so it's basically like a white setting powder. This is what I'm going to use to set my concealer and my whole makeup. Okay, this is one of the things that they sent me from Cinema Secrets, and the way this powder sets my makeup, I am like so impressed. Like, it made my skin look airbrushed and super matte, and it feels super light on the skin. Like, I don't even feel like I set my makeup. So I kept trying to like apply more because it doesn't feel like I set my makeup, and my face doesn't feel powdery. I know it might look a bit powdery, but that's just because I haven't sweeped the powder, you know, or blended it. But I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I pressed it in my skin really good with my sponge, and it just like blended into the skin. Like, it looks beautiful, and it made all, like, everywhere, it made it matte but not like super over dried. I don't know, I just really like it. So I will keep trying this out, but so far so good. I'm very impressed with the setting powder and I'm excited for it. Now I'm going to go in with this highlight and contour palette from Profusion that I bought from Target. It's only $5. And I'm going to go in with a middle shade, and then I'll be adding a touch of this one if I feel like I need a little bit more darkness. But I feel like that light sculpt color is going to be perfect. And I am going to be using my favorite contouring brush at the moment, which is a BH Cosmetics number 126 brush. This contour palette is actually really nice. It is a buildable contour, which again, I've been telling you guys, it's something that I really like. And this shade in the middle was perfect for me. Please ignore my red tongue. I just ate a lifesaver. But yeah, the contour is really pretty. I know it looks like it's not even going to give off any color, but as you can see, it gave off a really nice contour. Very soft, nothing too crazy, which I personally can appreciate, and I personally really like. This style of contour, something that you can build up, is always easier if you're just beginning in makeup, because you don't want something that's super crazy pigmented initially applied straight to your face, because I always feel like it's harder to blend away than to build up. So a contour like this for me is beautiful. I do want to use a highlight from this palette, but I also want to use another new highlight that I have, and that's from Wetnwild. And I'm going to be trying the Golden Flower Crown, which is a new color. Their original color was a little too dark for me, but we're going to go in with blush first, and I'm going to be using my favorite, I know it's dirty, my favorite palette at the moment, which is the Real Her You Are Brilliant Pro Blush Palette. Now this palette has 6 different blushes, and my favorite one happens to be this one, and this one down here, like a mauve shade. And
Next level.
now, since we're trying out some new products, I do want to apply the Wet n Wild I'm Still Lit loose highlighting powder just over top for a little pop of color or extra glow. Now I am going to be taking my same brush, the AlterEgo brush. I just love this brush for highlighting, and I'm going to take just from the cap and, you know, like tap it off and just apply it over that. Yes, hunty. Do you guys see that loose highlighter? What it just did to my highlight, like it made it flipping amazing. Like it was already amazing with Flower Crown, but now it's like 10 times better. Obsessed with this loose highlighter. It's shook, like super shook. These are really pretty. Now I know these can tend to be messy, but it does have a little sifter, and there is some that lives on there. Obviously, if you have this in a drawer, that's going to be, you know, that you're not going to have it just like sitting down and it's going to be all over the place. It is going to get messy. But if you tend to keep these type of highlighters like I do, like this, on a flat surface, then it's not like super crazy messy. So yeah, the highlighter is bomb. Now I was going to go for like a deep berry shade, but I want to complement this makeup look a little bit better, so I'm going to be using this Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the color Sienna, and I feel like it will just bring the whole look together. It's still a little deep, but it's more, you know, wearable and less of a like super pop of color. I feel like the attention needs to be on the eyes, and that's definitely what we're gonna do with this color.
Next level.
feel like this lip color goes perfect with this makeup and it complements it really nice. It's not too orange and it's not too brown. It's just like the perfect sienna color. So I was looking at my face and I was like, okay, I'm done. But then I was like, I'm missing something. Of course, my lower lash line color and then mascara. So I'm going to be adding the yellow shade. Where is it at? Right here. And I'm going to blend that in my lower lash line, and I'm going to only add a pinch of this orange shade in the outer part. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you like the look. I will be having more tutorials for you guys, different style, different colors and all that kind of good stuff, but I definitely wanted to start off with this palette because, I mean, the backdrop, it's perfect match to this palette, and I feel like the look I came up with ended up looking beautiful. And I think I did mention that I did use this Cara Beauty liquid shadow for the little glitter liner, which that I decided like as I was going, and I just felt like that completed the look and it brought it from like a little lackluster just from the shadow to a pop of color, and the lashes I just feel go perfect with this look. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and look at that glow, it's beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. Let me know what you thought about this look in the comments down below, and if you can and don't mind, leave me a yellow heart emoji if you like this look. And with that, like always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!